From the Opepco Studios in Oklahoma City, this is an OSU Update with Gina Mizell. I'm Jenny Carlson. Cowboys have a new quarterback, a new starter. That's J.W. Walsh after Clint Shelf started the opener on Saturday. Walsh came in relief, and now he's the guy. Let's hear a little bit from Walsh and what he was expecting to happen on Saturday in Houston.
We weren't real sure. We knew we kind of had an idea of how the reps were going to go and how the series were going to get split up. But they told me just to be ready, and we have a game plan for it. But we're not sure how. It's just they said however the game's going is how it's going to unfold, and that's kind of what happened.
So was there sort of a script in place that you would come out on the third series?
No. They told me to be ready on the second, third, fourth series. Just said we don't know when it's going to be, but just be ready for whenever it's your turn. So. And
then there might be some sort of, you guys were under the impression maybe sort of back and forth and that sort of thing.
After that we weren't sure how it was going to unfold. We were just told that whoever's playing is going to play. So.
Well, Gina, J.W. Walsh saying he wasn't sure exactly how this was going to unfold, but clearly it unfolded with him taking over the quarterback job. But this wasn't just a case of him winning this job on Saturday, was it?
No, I mean, this goes back to the spring, into the summer, into fall camp, and everything that he did in the offseason to put himself in position to come in the game, and then if he played well, to keep playing and to eventually win that starting role. So he talked a lot on Monday about just some minor tweaks he had made to his mechanics, stuff like his footwork, the way he transferred his balance from his back foot to his front foot on his throw, and just his upper body posture, and just some stuff with his arm, just to kind of create a more consistent throwing motion. He said that he used to watch film, and one throw, his arm would look one way, another throw, it would be another way. And so obviously you look at his mobility, his athleticism, everything he brings to this team, his detriment was his arm strength. And so Mike Yurcich, the offensive coordinator, did a lot of work with him, and he's made some minor tweaks that now he thinks will keep him or make him a more consistent thrower as time goes on.
Cowboy fans, I think, are wondering, what does this mean for Clint Shelf? He obviously started the game, played 2 series, and then never played again. Mike Gundy was actually asked about the future of the quarterback position and what we can expect moving ahead.
No, JW's our quarterback now. Clint could play. I don't have a time frame for that. I'm not sure we ever will. But, I'd said before the game we were going to play both quarterbacks. And we're comfortable with the way that JW played, and we think he gives us the best opportunity now for success.
Big disappointment for Clint. How's he been the last couple of days?
Well, he's been fine at practice. Clint's a good guy. He's worked hard, and I couldn't say anything else other than I'm sure he's disappointed. We all want to be the starter, but it's the way it fell at this time, and we're glad he's a part of our program.
Well, Gina, what about that? Because I think a lot of fans were wondering, how is Clint Shelf going to handle this? He's obviously the guy at the end of last year. Gundy says he's going to be the guy in spring, retracts that, but then he's the first series starter. What about Clint Shelf and his future looking ahead?
Well, I guess the good news, so to speak, is he's been here before.
Right.
He's been in this situation where he's essentially lost a starting job. He was passed over by Walsh and Wes Lunt after the spring last year, and really didn't get his first real chance until that Kansas State game when Lunt was knocked out and J.W. Walsh was recovering from his knee injury. So again, knowing him, he's going to continue to work hard and bide his time a little bit and just continue to try to be an asset to this team. He's a good teammate. Players like him, coaches like him, and he just didn't get it done on Saturday. But something to keep in mind with J.W. Walsh, we saw it last year that because of his style of play, the way he runs the football, is that he's susceptible to injury more so than some other quarterbacks. So if J.W. Walsh goes down for a play or a half or a game or multiple games, Clint Shelf is obviously going to be the guy, so he needs to stay ready. And if anybody knows the injury quarterback carousel, it's these Oklahoma State Cowboys. So I'm sure, like Gundy said, he's disappointed in what's happened, but he's got to be ready because his time might come again. The choo-choo movement, I don't think is completely derailed yet, but it has for now at least.
It's stopped, that's for
Yes.
sure. That's for sure. All right, thanks, Gina. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.